Hello and welcome to another blazing episode of Lexx Education. It's the comedy science podcast where comedian me, Laura Lexx, tries to learn that pesky science from her nerdy, normal younger brother Ron.
Good morning, I'm Ron.
Ron, he's back in his hood of Bristol, South Bristol. He's been here for the weekend, as you'll hear in this episode. Same room episode coming up.
Ooh.
But now he's gone away. He's back in Bristol. How was your train, Ron? Any train journeying to report?
I tried to play Crusader Kings 2. It was too much reading and figuring out. So I played a game that I've been playing very consistently for 12 years.
Magic the Gathering?
No, the internet's never really good enough on trains for Magic Arena, so I played Sid Meier's Civilization 5, and currently working my way through winning every win condition on the next level up. I can't remember from where I usually play at. So I'm playing as Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar's a fun word to say. Trying to win a science victory.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, science. That's what we do on this podcast.
That is what we do on this podcast. Successfully. Yes, I went to pick up Child of the Podcast yesterday from where she's been staying with her grandparents. It was quite uneventful, really. Then I saw you, said goodbye to you.
Yeah, we did some farting on people's heads.
Well, Child of the Podcast did some farting on people's heads. Ron and I were not running around farting on people's heads.
That was real funny, man.
It was very funny. She was very happy to see her dad yesterday. And then I actually went and had a tiny sleep and then got back up again, had dinner, put Child of the Podcast to bed, played video games with husband and younger sister of the podcast, two separate people.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I also played video games when I got home and ate some rice.
Rice?
Mm.
You cooked rice when you got in?
Yeah.
That's really epic of you, Ron.
Rice doesn't take very long.
No. I just think I'd have eaten something that was pre-existing, you know?
Yeah. We have very different diets, though.
Yeah. We had a mad dinner yesterday because Tom cooked. And he was going to make like a sort of ratatouille thing. And then some of the veg that he was going to use was past it, not good enough in the fridge. So we had a small amount of sauce and some cooked halloumi and potato waffles. It was a really odd concoction, but lovely.
Yeah, he asked for my advice on that.
Oh, did he?
The day. Yeah, because he didn't have tinned tomatoes, and he was like, what can I make a sauce out of if not
I'm sure we have
tinned
got
tomatoes?
tinned tomatoes. I need to go and look after this. I'm sure we have.
And then I was like, basically anything, man. Stock, cream.
Yeah, he didn't do that. We just had a very concentrated amount of sauce. But it was delicious, and it was so lovely to have somebody else cook. This weekend has been his 40th birthday extravaganza, and I cannot tell you how many times I've washed up this weekend. We had 8 people for the entirety of the weekend, all in my house. Our dishwasher broke last week. Oh my God, I have washed up so many times.
Yeah. Thank God you played the D&D. Otherwise, that would have been more of you just washing up probably that time.
Yeah. A lot of washing up. The D&D was fun.
Mm.
Okay, Ron. Should we let them listen to the episode?
Yeah.
We've both got quite a chill vibe, and I don't feel like it's pushing along a super fun intro.
Oh, I thought that was really nice.
It's nice. I'm just saying, look at this weird cable I bought, Ron.
Laura, if you think I haven't been playing with that every
Oh,
second
yeah.
I've been up there doing meetings.
It's really weird, isn't it? Oh no, I think I've broken it.
Oh, you've broken it.
Oh, no, there it goes. It goes back in again. Yeah, super fun, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we'll catch up with some admin. You go listen to this episode. This episode and probably the next 2 We're doing a bit of consolidating. We're worried that A-level is just shimmying through between my brain cells and not going in. So we're having a little jump off and we're doing a little bit of early revision. We're revising as we go along.
Which arguably we should have done during GCSE as well.
Possibly. But we felt like we were with the quizzes every week. We didn't know. We've learned from our mistakes and we're revisionizing early doors. So this is a little bit of biology revision. It's quite sciencey. I think you're going to enjoy it if you're here for the science, but it's also stupid. So if you're mainly here for the what is it called, Ron? The zhuzh.
There's a lot of zhuzh in this episode as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
All right.
It's science and zhuzh.
This is some great content.
Yeah. There should be no complaints. Not that we normally get complaints, but listen, no one. Okay, enjoy. What up, Ron? Oh, how are you doing?
What up, dude?
I don't want to do another check-in test episode. I'm not good at them.
What I think I'm learning by putting these together is I think we're doing okay on biology.
Yeah?
I think we're doing okay on physics. Chemistry, everything I'm looking at, I'm like, Laura doesn't have a flying hope in hell.
Okay, so by okay, you mean not just that we've covered it several times, but that it's potentially gone in?
Just that we've, like, a lot of the stuff in the chemistry one, I'm like, I don't remember even us discussing this. Which is on me, I'm the teacher.
I feel like that about nearly everything.
Yeah, but I remember things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I retain what we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Physics and bio, I'm like, yeah, we talked about this. Laura might not get it, but we have done this. The chemistry ones are like, you'll see.
It's chemistry's where we need to be zhuzhing. This is a good reminder to us that they need zhuzh. They need pep. We need to commit to zhuzh.
But
for the sake of entertainment and for science.
I think what we should do, and maybe this is a potential idea for Patreon, let's listen to some old eps and discuss where they went right and where we're going wrong now. Where did the zhuzh come from in the heady days of, a Lego brick full of Meccano? Because I believe I came flat and you zhuzhed. And now you're saying, Ron, can you prep the lesson and can you zhuzh it? And I don't know if I can.
Potentially then, maybe I am supposed to bring the zhuzh, but perhaps you need to run with the zhuzh once I've zhuzhed it, rather than going, oh, pay attention, you silly witch with slovenly hooves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where it is.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bring zhuzh, Ron, but it does affect my concentration. Like, I can't remember what a Lego brick full of Meccano refers to.
That was the first episode.
Yeah. Well, I know it refers to an episode. I just don't know what science it was.
Sure.
I'm using my new erasable pens.
There's a part of me, after doing some of these questions, where I'm like, we need to start A-level again.
Oh, 100%. Ron, none of this has gone in.
Yeah.
In a big way.
But I also, I don't think that's just on you. A lot of this, I'm like, oh, I didn't teach Laura this.
Oh, secretly, Ron, I never think any of it's on me. That's not a secret. I blame you for everything.
Yeah. And it's hard to zhuzh in that kind of environment.
It's hostile, isn't it?
Yeah. The podcast has become hostile.
We've made the podcast a hostile environment for both science and self-esteem.
And the listeners.
Yeah, but they like that, I think.
Some of them. Andrew's considering changing his name after our latest attack on him. Look, we were both attacking him. I just named him.
Okay. So today we're going to do a bit of a recap on A-level and assess.
Well, we're doing the same thing we did last week.
But without Meg this time.
We can see what she's up to.
She will be on her way to work, I believe.
Bloody hell.
We're recording this like fucking business kings at 8:10 on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
This isn't when people do podcasts.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
I reckon Steve at Bartle's too.
What the fuck is Steve Bartle?
He does the CEO podcast.
Why do you listen to that?
I don't. He's just very famous.
I've never heard of him.
The
CEO podcast. What happens in that? They just talk to CEOs.
Hang on, Stephen Bartlett.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's a name.
Steve or Bartle.
Steve or Bartle. He's either called Steve or he's called Bartle.
Diary of a CEO.
What does he do?
He's a CEO.
And what? What's the podcast about? Just being a CEO?
It's the #1 podcast in the UK, I believe.
Why?
It has 12 million subscribers.
Pish, that's nothing compared to us. Why? What's he talking about on the podcast?
Let's have a look. What's on the BBC? He had Karen Brady from The Apprentice on there.
I've never heard
Piers
of her.
Morgan.
I've heard of him.
Maisie Williams.
Never heard of
Gary
her.
Neville.
I've heard of him.
Rochelle Humes.
I've heard of her. What? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is this podcast then?
Ramesh was on.
Why? Ramesh isn't a CEO.
Davina McCall.
Why, Ron? Why are these people on the CEO podcast?
Jimmy Carr.
No, stop reading me names.
That was season 1.
So it's just a CEO of what? Who does he executively office or whatever it is?
I don't know, man. Do you want me to...
I just want to know the premise of the podcast. Is it about trying to become a CEO?
Hang on. The premise of Stephen Bartlett's The Diary of a CEO podcast is to provide an unfiltered journey into the lives, stories and lessons of influential people with a focus on the human aspects behind their success.
Oh, so it's fucking the same as every other podcast in the whole wide world where they just get a person on, ask them a mixture of interesting and funny questions and then say goodbye to them.
My understanding of Stephen Bartlett is, so he didn't go to college or university or anything, started a business and then retired from that business at like 27 because he made shitloads of money. And I think he's like one of these big progenitors of like hustle culture. You've got to turn everything into like, you got to monetize everything you do.
Right.
Yeah, he's grindset, you know?
Okay, we're going to rebrand the podcast.
Diary of
Diary of a GCEO SE.
GCEO SE.
Yeah. And we're going to hustle from now on. Grindset is how this podcast goes now.
Grindset.
Maybe Zhuzh is wrong. Zhuzh is out. It's grind now. 8:09 a.m. every Monday morning we'll be here setting questions.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have spent the last 3 days playing board games like whimsical creatures.
Oh, it was good though.
It was really good. It was husband of the podcast, Tom's birthday. And for his birthday, what he said he wanted was just a load of people to just come and play board games morning, noon and night for a weekend. And we did it. Played a lot of games. What are you doing?
I'm trying to finish the prep for this episode because the grind only just started.
Okay, well, I'm going to pause the recording while you do that because it doesn't feel grindy.
Okay, Laura.
In the hustle break there on, I looked at the spelling bee and look at the letters for today.
Yeah, in the hustle break, you did games on your phone.
No. I trained my mind to look for zhuzh.
But we're not looking for zhuzh anymore, we're looking for grind.
What could I have done? I could have started editing what we'd already done.
You could have done a socials post.
Yeah.
About new mindset, grind set.
Yeah.
Yeah, never be kind set.
Is that what it is?
That's what we are. I don't know, I just came up with that rhyme. I don't think Steve at Bartle knows how to rhyme.
It's too whimsical. Grind set, mindset, never be kind set. I don't know about this. It doesn't feel like our podcast. Stop beeping about it. My computer's trying to plan my next year's camping trip.
On its own?
No, it's people talking in
Right.
WhatsApp.
Okay.
You know how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, Laura.
Right.
We're going over practice questions again, and I think it might legitimately be a restart of A-level.
Because if we had to have jobs in our podcast, I'm probably the CEO and you're the COO.
I'm the CTO.
Technical.
Chief Technical
Science,
Officer.
do you want to be the CSO?
No. Chief CTO. I feel like if there's, if we need a little technical thing, usually that's my job.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like that.
What do you do? It's technical.
Like if we needed like a software to do something, I'd usually be the one that did the research and found out which one we should use.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know what I think?
No?
Well, like the other day we were in the car and we were like, wow, we need to advertise this podcast at least once a year.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
And then I recommended a software.
yeah, but I was the one that said we need a software.
Yeah, okay.
CEO still can recommend things.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a banner here on our Google workspace. It says close deals faster with e-signatures. That feels like
Okay, e-signatures. Now the podcast is all about e-signatures. So listen up, guys. If you want to join the Patreon, you'll get a free e-signature with every Patreon sign-up. We're going to close so many deals with this.
Yeah. Faster as well.
Yeah, really fast. You'll get that e-signature as soon as we see that you've joined the Patreon and send it you.
Laura, describe the structure and function of the nucleus. Let's take that slow. Let's break that down so it's describe.
Hello?
Let's do the structure and then let's do the function. It's 4 marks.
The structure of the nucleus. The nucleus is made up of neutrons and...
Sorry, this is a biology question.
This is why it's really stupid that there's 2 nucleuses. Nuclei. CEI. That's how you say 2 CEOs. CEI. 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 In a bug or a living thing, how do they have a nucleus? Technically, I'm not wrong if I describe them all as having nucleuses with neutrons and protons, because we are all atoms when it comes down to it.
Yes, but you won't get marks for that.
But I should,
No.
for grindset mindset, never be kindset, because I'm not wrong.
But I think if you put yourself in the shoes of a useful person, you would see that that's not the answer they're looking for.
But it shows big brain. It shows big brain.
Stephen Bartle would not be doing that.
It shows big brain, Ron. It shows it's like when you see
Can't big brains do like homophones
no,
in their heads?
No. Because it's like when you see on social media the meme of describe bravery in a exam paper, and the person's just written this.
Yeah, but in actuality, that's a meme, not an answer. That person would get 0 marks.
I don't think you should ever be an examiner, because whimsical memes will dry up if you're in charge.
That is like a 20-year-old meme.
Yeah, I know. But guess what? I'm old. I'm really old.
Not as old as your old saggy husband.
I do have an old husband. I'm like all these wives I've always judged on Housewives.
Marrying your grandpa.
Oh, fuck yeah. Her kid's not well now.
So describe the structure and function of the nucleus
Of a biology
of a cell.
nucleus.
Let's say, of a cell.
Nucleus of a cell. Oh, no idea.
Because I've made a very CEO decision.
Yeah.
That we're going to do this in the order that we do the podcast. We're doing bio, then we're doing chem, then we're doing phys. Very CEO.
Yeah, okay. What's the nucleus of a cell? It's an envelope. It's a fucking envelope of membrane. think it's an envelope of membrane. Okay, what I have to do now is not panic. I have to sit and I have to calmly let...
Stay calm.
...the memories come to me.
Envelope is right and good.
Yes.
You need an extra bit of information to get the mark for sort of what the casing's made of. I'm going to be really supportive and helpful.
Yeah, as you should be.
Yeah, don't attack.
I'm not attacking.
CEOs, man.
Supporting.
How about this, Laura? We're co-CEOs.
Kokios.
Kokios.
We're Kokios. Kokios. It's an envelope. I remember that bit. Is it not membrane? It's not wall. I thought the two, structure things were membrane and wall.
No, it is made out of membrane.
Ah.
What?
Why I gotta say more?
Saying more doesn't mean you're wrong, it means we need more.
I felt like you were implying it was wrong because you said the envelope was really good.
No, that's just...
You didn't say membrane was really good.
Yeah, but I didn't say membrane was wrong and you need different. I said you need more. This is just trauma response that you think you're wrong. You're right, Laura, but we need more because this is A-level.
Thanks, Kukio. Did you know the Romans didn't have a letter C?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did, but it was a hard K.
Yeah,
sound.
I know.
Yeah. Didn't have the S sound. So I guess he'd be called Keezer.
Maybe.
What, geezer? What, Keezer?
Sorry, we do need to shush.
Envelope of a membrane. Has it got a tail coming out of it?
No.
No.
Let's briefly dip into the function of the nucleus.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what the nucleus is for?
Is it the brain of the cell?
No.
No.
They don't have brains. Brains are made of cells.
Yeah.
What's inside the nucleus?
I can't remember. Cytoplasts?
Cytoplasts aren't a thing.
Cytoplasm?
Nope, cytoplasm.
There's so many puppies in that van outside.
Yeah, and birds everywhere. We're surrounded by horrible critters. No. This is something that a CEO would know, what the nucleus is for.
Yeah, because I probably did learn this in GCE.
Yeah.
I can't remember. What's in the nucleus? Think, Laura, think.
If it were the brain, what would that mean to a cell?
It would make print the... What's the printer one called? The riboblasts. Ribozoids. Ribos? Remember the ribos?
Well, I know that you're trying to say ribosome.
Yeah.
So you're saying if it was the brain, it would be a ribosome. Is that what you're saying?
Is it ribosomes?
Is what ribosome? Is the nucleus ribosomes?
In the nucleus, in the envelope.
No.
What else have we got? ATP? Do we make ATP in there?
Where's ATP made? You should know this.
It's made out of the ribosome.
No.
It's made in enzymes.
Technically, yes, but enzymes are everywhere, plentiful and varied.
Yeah. It's made from... They're printed out of a thing.
Nucleuses?
No, ATPs.
ATPs are made in the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. This is one of the first things that we learn.
Yeah.
They also have an envelope. Why are you writing down mitochondria?
Just to remember it for later.
Mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, they make ATP.
Yeah.
Ribosomes make proteins.
Yeah. But this doesn't help with the nucleus, does it?
No. The nucleus holds the DNA.
Yeah. It's in the envelope. Like, the DNA is the answer to your life success. And that's something I've always said. That's how I got to where I am today. And the reason it's in an envelope It's because it's like you've won the Oscars when you open it and you look at your DNA, if you're me. I was trying to do a bit of a on the CEO podcast bit there. What did you think?
I liked it. I wasn't listening. I was thinking of my own analogy.
That feels like very CEO behaviour. Yeah.
So imagine a cell is like a futuristic city, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Run by a megacorp, maybe Lexx Corp, the one that we're starting as Kokios.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this futuristic city, run by a megacorp, everything is done for the nice people of the city by friendly robots, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Each of these robots only has one task that they do mainly, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the center of the city, there is the Lexx Corp office, which is the nucleus, right?
Yeah.
In the nucleus, in the Lexx Corp office, what it holds is basically the building instructions for all of the helpful robots that live in the city.
Okay.
Okay. When something needs to be done in the city, Lexx Corp sends one of the instructionary recipes for one of their robots to a factory. That factory makes the robot, and then the robot goes and does its job. Okay?
Yeah. I'd have liked this analogy a lot more if you described it as a city you run as a Kokio.
I am.
No.
Well, this is futuristic, so I'm long dead. I've done too much cocaine.
I think you could be in the future. I think you can be a CEO in the future.
Okay, I'm right. When I send, I send a message to one of the factories to say, make this robot. I have a cough. Okay, so that's the nucleus. It holds all of these recipes, and it coordinates sending instructions to make one of their robots to a factory.
Yeah.
DNA, your genome, your genes. A gene is a recipe for one of the robots.
Yeah. This is a lovely refresher of this.
Yeah. The robots are...
The ribosomes.
No, the ribosomes are the factories.
The robots are the... What are they called? Caterpillars. All the little...
Proteins. Yes.
Okay, so the recipe goes to a ribosome. Goes to...
The recipe is sent via messenger RNA.
mRNA. I've heard of that.
mRNA, yeah.
No vaccines.
So, yeah, you send some mRNA from the nucleus.
Do you know what I want to be vaccinated against? Laziness.
Yeah, being on the dole.
And that's what coffee is for. It's a vaccination against your worst self.
Exactly.
Be better. Be me. And that makes proteins.
Yep. So, to get 2 marks for the structure, you have to say that there is a nuclear envelope.
Said it.
And that there are pores in that nuclear
it's got
envelope.
pores in it.
Because the mRNA has to be able to leave the envelope.
Because there's always people with their mucky little paws in your head office. And you've got to watch it, mate.
Then you can get another mark for either saying there are chromosomes or chromatin in there. So, do you know what a chromosome is?
Yeah, you have 13 pairs of chromosomes. And they're like the thing, your DNA is like split up into those.
It's 23.
It's 23.
Yes, almost.
23 pairs.
Yeah, they're just the blocks of DNA, basically.
Yeah.
Chromatin is just a word basically for the chromosome and all the stuff that makes it up.
Okay.
It's like the material that chromosomes are made out of.
Okay.
So you could have said that, or you can say DNA with histones. Do you remember what histones are?
No.
In the office, in the library where we keep all of the recipes for the robots, those have to be stored organised, right?
What have to be?
The recipes.
Yes.
On shelves.
Yes.
So histones are just like the shelves that we keep all along. You have your DNA, and then we wrap it around these proteins, and then we fold the histones, wrap it around, and then the histones can like fold up together, and it's how we keep it all compact. Do you remember I've said before that if you took all of the DNA in just one of your cells and stretched it out end to end, it'd be 2 meters long?
Yeah.
That's real long. Your cells aren't that long. Your cells are well small. So we have to compact it, and we do that by wrapping it around histones and folding them all up.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Take a look at this. Here's your DNA.
I'm looking at it. It's that wiggly ladder.
Yeah. See, we're wrapping it around so when you wrap it around, I think it's a group of 8 histones. That's called a nucleosome. And then you sort of fold those up even more, and it gets denser and denser and denser until you get this.
Oh, a little funny X.
Well, that's the chromosome.
Oh, it's a chromosome.
Yeah, see, there's the pairs. One there and one there. One from mother and one from father.
Mother knows best. Okay. Okay.
So that would be marks for structure. Then we have to say what the function is. So now that we've talked about this, what would you answer as the function of the nucleus?
To store the DNA in safe chromosome packages until it's needed to make some new proteins. I can't hear any applause.
So they've got marks for hold/store genetic information/material for polypeptide production.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I just don't know whether DNA and genetic information. Say genetic information rather than DNA when you answer that.
Genetic information.
Do you understand the differentiation between those two things?
Well, because you might be not spitting out a whole bit of DNA. It might be a section of DNA or some mRNA or a chromosome, which is not your whole DNA strand. It's just a piece of genetic information. And DNA is genetic information, but in the same way that the letter B is in the alphabet, you're not using the whole alphabet every time you say the letter B.
Kind of, yeah. Like, not all DNA has to be like a recipe for a protein. So
some of it could be snacks.
Some of it's just going to be like building materials for more DNA, you know? Like,
yeah, you've got to keep the DNA DNing.
Exactly. So yeah, genetic information for polypeptides.
Let's take a break for adverts and more tea.
Should we finish this answer though?
Oh, I thought we were. We're well done.
DNA replication. Production of mRNA would also get you a mark. Or transcription. That process is called transcription. Ribosomes are also made in the nucleus.
Ribosomes, and they're the factories.
The ribosomes are made in the nucleus in a specific part of the nucleus called the nucleolus.
Yes.
Write all this down.
We haven't covered this in A-level.
Pardon?
I haven't blacked out for several episodes where we've covered this in more detail at A-level.
I can't remember, have we?
No, there's none of this. Because I usually engage quite well with stuff like this in biology. Biology.
Yeah, we've said that before.
In biology. But I don't recall getting deep into the heart of this.
Maybe we didn't But still good learning, huh?
Oh, I'm having a great time, but, you
Right.
know.
Do you want to make us some tea then?
I do. We're going to take a little break here for some adverts, and we'll be back with you on the other side of these messages. I think I might have too many dogs in this house to be a successful CEO. Here they come. Hello, dogs.
It's cool because the big ones taught the little one to shout at children.
The big one is the small one, though.
Yeah.
They're going to go over there and fight with mouths.
Right, come back upstairs.
This is an advert for not getting dogs. Do you want to have a successful podcast? Don't get dogs. The two are mutually exclusive. A podcast is an audio form that many people use to relax. If you introduce several small, horrible noises to your podcast, you won't be a billionaire by 27. Thanks for listening. Love from us. Back to the podcast. Hope you enjoyed those messages. If you want to listen to the podcast without adverts or dogs, then join the Patreon. But every time I have enough money, I buy new dogs. It's difficult. Okay, Ron, we're back.
We're back. We're, 45 minutes in?
No, man, 30.
30, wow. We've been recording for 50 minutes.
No, that was a long tea break. I think
Yeah, that's
we
what
didn't
I'm
start
saying.
till 5 past.
So, we're running out of time.
You were prepping the episode for ages.
Not for ages.
For ages. We did 7 minutes of recording and then we paused so you could finish prepping.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is we might not have time. I don't know what to do with this app now because we might not have time to get through Cam and Fizz.
Why don't we just stick on Bial?
Okay, I have to prep some more biology because I've only got one more question left from the bio. Because I was planning on getting through all 3.
Well, let's do bio, and then when we
There's
meet...
dogs at the door, man. Dogs at the door, dogs in the van.
Dogs in the cradle and the silver screen. When we meet to do intros, outros, let's just do a little revision quiz. Why are you staring?
Revision quiz of this bio.
Yeah,
I
let's
see.
ram it in. We think the nail is in the wood, but we're going to keep hammering.
More nails.
Yeah, because if you're going to ever get this nail out, do you know what you're going to need? A grinder.
Grindset, mindset, never be kind set.
Maybe, yeah.
Right, Laura. Name the main polymer that forms the following cell walls. A plant cell wall and a fungal cell wall.
Cellulose.
For which one?
Plant.
Okay, that's correct.
Fungal. I don't remember this. Fungulo? Fungulos?
No.
Mush.
It's never going to be a word you've made up.
Mush. What does it begin with?
See.
C. Cytoplasm.
What's cytoplasm?
Stuff in plants. Green? Chloroform.
Cytoplasm
Chlorophyll.
is just the sort of the...
That's the juices, isn't
There's
it?
the juices of a
It's
cell.
leaf juice.
Yeah, so it's not what makes up a fungal cell wall.
No. I don't remember studying fungals.
We have
Yeast?
chitin.
Chitin.
Chitin. Chitin.
You sound like the dogs when they're fighting.
They love to fight.
Yeah, doesn't it just fill your heart with joy?
Them fighting? No.
Well, it's not really fighting, it's playing.
Yeah, when they're playing, it's nice. When
That's
they
all
fight, I don't like.
They haven't ever fought.
Yeah, when they're like... No, I don't enjoy that.
But that's their version of playing a 5-hour-long board game.
They're
It
idiots.
looks aggressive, but it isn't.
So?
Chitin. How are we spelling this?
C-H...
Oh, it's very Roman.
I-T-I-N.
Harvey Keitel. Is that anything?
Harvey Keitel was someone.
No, Harvey Keitel. He's lots of Harveys all strapped to a mushroom. Making the skin. No. Okay. So that's a fungal cell wall.
That's what a fungal cell wall is made out of.
That's the polymer.
Yes.
The
that's
polymer that makes that cell wall.
Okay.
There's a dog scratching at the door.
Yeah, there's dogs at the door, man. Okay, I'm sent. Fucking paste, you prick. Copy. And fucking paste. Oh, I'll just turn my screen around. Next biology question.
Okay.
Scientists investigated the effect of the number of fungal species in soil on the diversity of plant species. Table 1 shows their raw data for soil containing 14 fungal species. So you got plant species down here.
Yeah, what have we got here?
We're not going to bother to read those out.
Those are
They're all just
Latin names for mushrooms.
Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum?
Chrysanthemum's a flower.
I thought it was chrysanthemum.
No.
Wow, you learn every day. Chrysanthemum is the one that I remember, or no. Don't worry about the rest. And then you got the total shoot biomass here in grams per meter squared.
Okay.
Suggest one reason. Don't look at these answers. Suggest one reason the scientists used biomass instead of the number of individuals of each plant species when collecting data to measure diversity.
Well, because there will be very different blooms. Some blooms will be enormous and some will be very small. So if you counted individual blooms for something like a lion's mane, you might only get one. It's huge. But then for those little poppy, little fairy underneathy ones, you might get 10. But it would have a smaller mass than one big other one. It's a fairer density for the amount of product created. It's a much more even measurement because it means something.
Yeah. However, we're looking at diversity of plants rather than how well each individual plant is doing. And in your example, so if there's one big flower and then 10 smaller ones, why is that a bad thing if there's one for the big one and 10 for the small one? If anything, then there's more of those.
Because the mass of the... If we're measuring diversity, we're looking at the volume and amount that exists of it. And in terms of diversity, we need to know that because we're interested in what nutrients it's taking in and out of the soil, what food it's providing for other bugs to eat it and stuff. So the mass of how much there is a more true scale of how diverse the existence of fungi is in that area.
It's not the answer we're looking for.
Oh, fucking fine.
But I've got a mark scheme. There's nothing I can
I'm
do
not mad
about
at
it.
you, Ron. I'm mad at the world for never being the way I think. The dog is so sad.
Yeah. Can you think of any other reasons why they go for biomass?
Oh, I don't know. It's easier to measure. Just
Basically.
put it in a bag and put it on a scale.
Yeah. So the three things you could have said were the individual plants couldn't be identified or separated from each other.
Why?
That's just a reason why they might use biomass.
Oh, I see, yeah.
They're too small or numerous to count.
Well, that's just lazy.
Or
if you were a true CEO, there's nothing too small or numerous to count.
No,
take
that's
care
not,
of the pennies, and the billions will take care of themselves.
That's not how CEOs think.
It is in the early days when you're getting going.
No.
Yeah, you're not. You've got an employee that's diddling the fiddly books. You are gonna get on that guy because
you're just Sherlock pilled at the moment because of your evening yesterday. Or it's too time consuming to count them all.
Stupid. Nothing's too time consuming if it means something to you.
That's not how CEOs think.
Those answers didn't feel very science to me.
They are.
Oh, couldn't be bothered. That's what that is. Why did you do biomass? Couldn't be bothered.
No, it's a good scientific experiment if you still get trends in the data, and you can do it quicker. And moments ago, you were arguing that biomass was better because it's a true reflection of the big flower versus the small.
I believe that. But I wouldn't be up here in an exam saying, oh, because my back hurt from picking them all and counting them.
Well, you should. Should we do another one?
No, cross. Mackie doesn't want us to.
Sometimes farmers stop growing crops on an area of land to allow the natural ecosystem to recover.
Mm-hmm.
The plant species index of diversity of these areas previously used to grow crops is different from nearby land that has never been used to grow crops. Suggest and explain how the plant species index of diversity would be different in these areas previously used to grow crops. Use figure 1 and your knowledge of the effect of farming on biodiversity in your answer.
What's figure 1?
Figure 1 could not be reproduced here due to third-party copyright restrictions.
Okay, so setting figure 1 aside, which I think is a lot about EU red tape and farming and how farmers have lost a lot of their subsidies.
So I do have a description of figure 1, hang on. Figure 1 shows the plant species index of diversity the scientists calculated when the soil contains 0, 1, 2, 4 and 8 fungal species.
Okay, so when you're traditional farming...
This is just for 2 marks, by the way.
Traditional farming produces a monoculture in an area, so it strips the land of specific substances. For example, if you're farming wheat, you're stripping a lot of nitrogen out of the soil. So if you then... What?
Sorry, so this question is comparing land that has never been farmed on versus land that has and is now letting stuff, rather than comparing 2 different farming methods.
I'm not comparing 2 different farming methods.
Okay, it sounded like you're comparing farming wheat and something else, but carry on.
No,
Sorry,
I'm just using wheat as an example. So I'm saying if you've been traditionally farming wheat or whatever in a field, you've had a monoculture existing in that field. So that whatever you've been farming there is sucking the same thing out year on year on year. So you will have a depletion of whatever that... Fucking hell, Tom. All you have to do is keep the dogs in a room and quiet just for 20 minutes while I think about farming. Okay, I can't quite remember where I was, but basically, if you've been traditional farming, you've repeatedly pulled the same nutrients or chemicals out of the soil. For example, nitrogen is a key one. If you've never farmed the area, nature naturally produces a diverse culture of plants. So there's a balance in terms of the nutrients being removed and put back in via plant decay. So you will find a more even balance of nutrients across the never farmed land, whereas in previously farmed land, you would find lower diversity because you might find that only things that don't need a lot of, in my example, nitrogen are growing there because there is a scarcity of whatever has been pulled out by the farming.
Everything that you just said was true. But this is why it's good we're doing exams early, right? Because answering exam questions is a skill in itself that you need to pass an exam.
Mm-hmm.
So you have made the logical leap and almost like the essay writing leap of, you know, that sort of soil nutrients and that type of environmental stuff is going to affect plant biodiversity, which is what the question was about. So you're talking about that rather than talking about what the question has asked you to talk about. and they're intrinsically linked. And like I say, like in an essay or in a debate, it would be bob on. But at no point did you say plant biodiversity is lower on the cropland.
I did! Or I said that plant diversity would be higher on the non-cropland. I did say that. I said because nature would naturally produce more diversity. So there'd be more diversity in that land.
I mean, I don't remember you saying the word diversity, but that's what I'm saying. You said it all, but like, so this is what the mark scheme has. I'm going to forgive you on the second bit because you didn't have figure 1, which is what the second mark is talking about. Plant biodiversity is lower on previously used cropland, or plant biodiversity is higher on land not used to previously grow crops. 1 mark.
Mm-hmm.
Then point 2, sub out fungi for nutrients. Farming reduces nutrients. Biodiversity of fungi. Or farming reduces fungal species diversity.
So I'm too smart now.
That's all you needed to say.
God damn it.
CEOs don't waste their own time. Steve at Bartle knows that.
No, he is called Steve Bartle.
Steve at Bartle.
What, full name Steve at Bartle? First name Steve at Bartle?
First name Steve.
Second name Bartle.
Steve at Bartle.
Steve at Bartle. I'm tired of always knowing it a bit wrong. I just like to know it in the right shoes.
I'd love it if you knew it in the right shoes.
Okay, we're going to test this later in the week. We're going to double test it.
You want to go back over all these questions?
Yeah, just short, sharp, slam it, no help, bam.
All right.
Finish your dinners.
Wow, yeah, okay.
Right, Ron, I've very smartly left all the notes I made yesterday downstairs, which is so thick because I went downstairs to get my microphone. So I should have picked it all up, but I didn't. But we only did this yesterday. So
Can't we do the outro? I find it really weird when we don't do intro, outro back to back.
No, we've got to do the quiz first. We can't do an outro when we haven't done a quiz. That's mad.
Oh, this podcast breaks my skull in, man.
Twisting my melons.
Oh, sorry, it's a bit of a stretch. It's real early.
It's 8:18. It's the new
It's not
CEO
that early.
mindset, Ron.
Yeah. What would Steve at Bartle do?
Yeah, this time on Friday, it's going to be 8:15 and we're going to be up like Steve Bartle CEOs discussing a Cinderella story.
Okay, Laura.
Yes.
For 4 marks,
Yep.
what we did yesterday, describe the structure and function of the nucleus.
Okay, Ron. The nucleus is a porous envelope, a porous membrane envelope that holds the DNA that holds genetic information for the purposes of protein creation and replication.
Replication of what?
Of organelles and cells.
1 mark.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So, unfortunately, you managed to hit several of the things that it tells you to ignore.
God
on
damn
this. So you said is a nuclear envelope, a porous envelope. It says ignore porous.
You specifically told me it was porous!
No, I told you it had pores. That's different.
How is that different?
Because porous is a quality Whereas you need to know that there are structures called pores.
I thought that's what porous meant. For the love of fucking fuck. Fuck off. Fuck off.
So,
No, fuck off some more. Because that's insanity. That I've said it's porous, meaning it has pores, and you've gone, no. Oh,
but
God.
porous doesn't mean that it has pores.
What the fuck does porous mean then?
It means that it's got like holes.
Pores! Holes! Tiny holes!
No,
Called
but pores.
pores.
Pores are specific structures.
And if one has pores, how does one describe oneself? Porous.
No. No.
Yes.
They probably
My
just...
face is porous.
No, it's not.
It is. It's covered
No.
in pores.
No, because porous means that like water can soak through it.
Yeah,
or
water
air or
can,
whatever.
I think.
No, it can't. You like if you had a tube coming straight out of your face, like this, and then you filled that with water, that water will stay there. It's not going to slowly soak through your face.
It should. Then you wouldn't drown if you were lying face up in that tube in the rain.
Look, whack that on the idea circle for our 9 a.m. stand-up at the CEO factory. But
Fucking
I'm afraid
Fuck, I'm so angry.
porous doesn't mean something has pores.
Well, then we need a new word. Put that on the cloud
No,
wangling.
they probably just both have the same root word.
Yeah, poor.
From the Latin porous, which means pore.
Fucking livid. I'm so angry.
Do you know when the high watermark for people saying the word porous was?
About 3 seconds ago in this podcast.
It is taking an uptick, actually, of late. No, it was in 1988.
Oh, was that when they started to try and market face creams that would reduce your pores?
No, because that... Laura, separate pores and porous. Come on.
Why were people discussing porous stuff so much?
I don't
Rocks?
know.
Did we discover a new rock?
Oh, no, sorry.
Pluto?
There was
The moon?
the actual high watermark was in 1956.
Oh, it's got to be to do with the moon and space.
Does it?
Why not?
I don't know. It was 13 years before we went to the moon.
Was it? Oh, were we in
Yes.
space by then? Sure.
Maybe.
The Russians were.
Any other words that you want to know about?
No, Ron. I'm just livid that I'm so clever, but always a bit clever in the wrong way.
Anyway, I do need to finish explaining how you were clever in the wrong way. So then, to describe what was in it, you said genetic information.
Which you said that's how you could describe DNA and mRNA.
No, I didn't.
You did. And I also said DNA, by the way.
Yep, but you either have to say chromosome/chromatin or DNA with histones.
Fucking fuck.
It specifically says ignore genetic information.
Fucking you said genetic information.
I said genetic information when I was doing a recap of what DNA was. I never said you should say genetic information.
Fine.
Then is code for proteins. That was fine. Polypeptides would have been better.
Yeah, polypeptides.
Do you know what a polypeptide is?
It's a multi-peptide.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'll probably say it one syllable out.
So a polypeptide is a chain of amino acids, which then would be folded to make a protein or a part of a protein. The reason why polypeptide is a better thing to say than protein is because when it first comes out the ribosome, it's not folded up and it's not a complete protein. So polypeptide is more correct that way. And also, as we know, the quaternary structure of proteins, some of them are made up of multiple polypeptide chains that are then schmackled together. So it's better to say polypeptide. Okay?
Okay. Better to say polypeptide than what?
Protein.
Protein, okay. Polypeptide.
Oh, wait, hang on. In the function bit, it does say hold/stores genetic information/material for polypeptides. So it doesn't get you an extra mark, but in... so when you talk about the function, you can talk about genetic information, but when you're talking about the structure, you need to say DNA with histones or chromosome/chromatin. Okay?
Okay.
You also missed out the nucleolus/nucleoli, the bit that makes the ribosomes, but you only have to say 2 things for each. And then you said something about organelle reproduction.
Yeah, isn't that what the DNA makes? Cells and organelles, like it makes the thing to make the ribosomes?
Weren't we just talking about how the DNA was making polypeptides?
Don't they build up to make bigger things?
Yes, but that's not what the nucleus does.
Oh.
DNA replication is one of the other things, or production of mRNA/tRNA.
Yeah, I think I said mRNA.
I don't remember you saying that.
I remember.
So 1 out of 4 on that one, Laura. But that's an improvement from 0 out of 4 yesterday. So moving in the right direction. Laura.
Actually, I think I got 1 out of 4 yesterday for saying envelope.
No,
Oh.
you didn't.
Oh.
You might have said envelope, but you needed to say nuclear envelope and pause for that mark. And you have not said pause either day. Laura, name the main polymer that forms the following cell walls. Plant cell wall, fungal cell wall.
Cellulose for plants. Fuck, what was a fungal cell wall? Oh no, it's whiffled out of my brain. Oh, I hate this. I had no idea when you asked it yesterday. A big blank space in my brain like an empty football stadium. And now I remember being asked the question. I remember writing down the answer. But where is that information now? It's not here, that's for sure. A fungal... cytosine?
No, cytosine's the name of an amino acid.
Oh yeah. What
Chitin.
what does it begin with?
A C.
Damn it. Ah, cellulose and a fungal cell wall might begin with
A C.
yeah. What's this?
I don't think you're going to get this because I literally said it about 15 seconds ago and I don't think it registered.
Did you?
Yeah, I tried to tell you. I tried to end this.
When did you try to tell me? What were you talking about?
Well, you were like, cytosine, and then I was like, no, that's the name of amino acid, and then I just said the name of it,
When?
like 30 seconds ago now.
I don't know.
No, it's chitin.
Oh yeah. Harvey Keitel. I
Yeah.
remember now.
Oh,
no, information stays with me. God fucking damn it. God damn it.
If you do speak to a doctor about ADHD, this podcast will be such an interesting case study.
Yeah. It's not even like I wasn't paying attention yesterday. I was there, man. I was in the room. I was engaged. I was doing it, Peter.
Yeah.
Now,
Goes to
where
show
is
that the
it?
zhuzh doesn't necessarily help because
Nothing helps. Okay.
scientists investigated the effect of the number of fungal species on the soil, on the different diversity of plant species. Sorry. Suggest one reason the scientists used biomass instead of the number of individuals of each plant species when collecting data to measure efficiently?
It's a more efficient method to weigh the mass. And because some species of fungus, it is not possible to separate the single heads of the fungus. You need to take the whole plant.
1 mark.
No! I gave two
No,
of the
it's
answers you gave me
1 mark
yesterday.
available.
Oh, okay. Oh God. I was going to reach through the laptop screen and strangle you. I'm not even mad at you. I'm mad at science in my brain. Okay, phew, got it. Yes, I remembered. I feel like Dory.
You are like Dory. Okay, give me 2 seconds because I was clever and I was like, well, we're going to go over these. And I made a note of the answers to the next question. Did I make a note of the question? No.
I remember the next question. It was about the farmer's field and the difference between never farmed land and farmed land.
Absolutely, but should we... I think I've... Hold, please, caller. I found the right paper. There we go. Figure 1, that we don't have, shows the plant species index of diversity the scientists calculated when the soil contained 0 to 8 fungal species. Sometimes farmers stop growing crops on an area of land to allow the natural ecosystem to recover. The plant species index of diversity of these areas previously used to grow crops is different from nearby land that has never been used to grow crops. Suggest and explain how the plant species index of diversity would be different in these areas previously used to grow crops. Use figure 1 and your knowledge of the effect of farming on biodiversity in your answer.
Okay, so areas where farming has previously taken place would have lower biodiversity of flora.
1 mark. 2.
How many marks
Then you
are
have to say
available?
something about figure 1.
Figure 1 shows a decreased... What was figure 1 about?
Fungus in the soil.
Okay, so figure 1 shows decreased fungus in the soil of
Yeah,
farmed
but it was
land.
kind of the same thing. It's about the diversity of fungus in that land as well. Yeah, 2 marks.
2 marks. Yes!
Are you happy?
Well, I'm a bit livid. I'm a bit livid on the technicality of porous and pores. No one's ever told me that before. What else am I? I'm annoyed at my brain for just sort of taking the word chitin. Chitin. Mushrooms are made of chitin. Mushrooms are very light. They blow away like a kite. Kite mushrooms. The kite runner. The kite runner was a mushroom. Okay, I'll see if that goes in now.
Maybe it will.
I don't know. We played a sting, but it's the same for us as the outro, Ron.
Yeah, no time at all for us and mere seconds for the listener.
Bam! How are we going to get back into our usual weird pattern of recording? We're going to have to do so many records over the next few weeks.
Yeah, from next month we can get back into a better rhythm.
But hey, we are down to the wire. We're recording the week they go out at the moment, Ron. We can't take a break.
No, I'm not saying we're taking a break.
No, we can't. It is mad how long this podcast's been going on, though, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we're doing real good, man.
We're doing real good. I was just thinking the other day, like, fuck, I did not have Child of the Podcast when we started doing this.
No.
Wild.
I lived in Belgium when we started doing this.
Had you already moved when we started?
Yeah, that's why we started.
Yeah. Mad. Wild times. Hey, Ron, we've got a new patron. I- Oh, very
Sorry,
short.
you were going to say something?
I believe we sort of brushed past a quick thank you, but we didn't write a specific thank you for this patron. So I've written one and I've sent it to you, Ron.
Okay, do you want to do the rumpity pumps?
Okay. It's not too deep. I've had a little tickle in my throat this morning. Rum, ba-da-bum, ba-rum-bum, ba-rum, 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 ba-rum-bum, ba-rum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Thank you. A huge chief thanking officer thank you to Jenny Green, the silent partner behind the Kokios. Jenny is the muscle. With just 2 Kokios, you would never get anything done. But luckily, with Jenny there cracking the whip in the background, we keep Lexx Education chugging along like an absolute Shire horse of industry. Thanks, Jenny, for your grindset, your mindset, your shine set, your always be kind set, and your get us out of a bind set. We love you, Jenny.
And we hope you love us. Whoa, wrong
Whoa,
catchphrase.
crossover. Well, Jenny's going to get that now.
Yeah, because she knows everything that's happening behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Hey, if you like supporting your favourite local content creators, we love to be supported.
Yeah, Dave, you've been listening for months now, and you've never signed up to the Patreon. So why not, Dave?
Yeah, why not help us out, hey? We work hard. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with a bit of a chemistry, I was going to say relapse then. It's kind of what it is, isn't it? A little chemistry relapse. And we're going to pump this science. We're going to get it into my noggin. Chitin. Pause. 2 different things.
Class dismissed.